students how to use gerunds with different verbs. And one of the things that we checked last class was the difference between forget, remember, stop, and start when you combine it with a gerund versus when you combine it with a connector to and a simple verb. This specific list is a list of words that change meaning, but only these verbs. The previous verbs, they don't change the meaning and they cannot take the connector to, right? So the first list, this particular list, only gerunds, no connector to. This list too, only gerunds, no connector to. This list, only connector to, no gerunds. So you understand?
Okay, yes.
That's the thing about this. That's pretty much it. So let's see how this works. In this moment, we are going to continue finish this list, the verbs that change from definition to definition. To help Mao recover some of the class on Tuesday, Karen, Oria, yes, can you tell me? Can you tell me an example from these both? It can be remember, forget. It can be any of them. Any ideas? You can also bring the examples that you did last class.
I remember
Yes.
something that the first example when you say something with gerund, it's an activity that or I don't remember a recommendation that is activity that is continuous.
A recommendation of activity that is continuous? I don't understand. What do you mean?
Yes, for example, let me check my example.
What? Maybe we don't understand. Oria and Karen, do you know what I'm talking about? Maybe I need to bring examples from previous classes.
For example, stop.
Stop. Okay. What
Stop.
about stop?
When use gerund, it's, for example, I stopped to work at this company, for example.
I stopped to work at this company. I stopped to work at this company. Meaning?
The meaning is for, with a moment, a pause.
For a moment, no with.
For a moment.
For a moment. You are close. You're so close. Yes, but you cannot stop to work in a company. You know, a company doesn't give you a pause.
Oh, other example.
Ajá.
And I stopping
Okay.
work in this company is similar to quit.
Close. The ing, the gerund, should be the second verb, not the
Ah,
first.
okay. Entonces, so I stop working at this company.
Yes. That one is correct. I stopped working in this company means I quit the company. I
Yes,
quit this job.
yes, teacher.
Okay. Then, if you say the same verb, stop, in a different context, eliminate the work. In a different context, that would mean pause. For
Exacto.
example, I stopped to read my my
Email.
book, my ebook
Mhm.
when the phone rang.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yes, teacher.
That's correct. In that case, you are correct. But you need to change the context. Be careful. It's not
Okay.
stopping, and don't confuse the gerund with the connector to, because it will affect the meaning.
Okay.
Nice, nice. How about well, as you can see, this is in a short uh, example now, the words that we saw on Tuesday. Verbs that
Okay.
change the meaning according to the combination. So this affects,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
This affects
Yes.
directly writing, speaking, production, writing and speaking. And we need to collocate the correct combination, if it's ing and if it's to. Let's go with the next one. The next one is the verb try. Let me just eliminate this over here. And let's read try. Mao, help me. Try plus a gerund, what's the meaning?
Try plus a gerund.
Yeah. Try plus a gerund, the meaning is
I.
it's right here. The verb try plus a gerund means
Experiment or test.
experiment or test. That's right.
Okay.
What things can you experiment? Or what things can you test? Any idea?
Okay. I want to try drugs.
Amazing. But let's take therapy. No, let's use let's use the word
Okay, teacher.
uh, try to put a verb between try and drugs. You need a verb.
Okay.
That's the point of the yarn.
I want to. Mm, no. A verb between try and drugs.
Exactly. Let's come up,
I
everybody, verbs about
try.
drugs.
I try to take drugs.
Take. Check this out, eh?
Take.
This is exactly the point. Eliminate take. You need taking.
Uh,
The gerund is the ing.
I tried to taking drugs.
Eliminate to. Never combine to and ing. Never, never, never.
Okay. Okay, I don't understand.
Yeah, it's the same sentence, just eliminate to.
I try taking drugs.
That. I tried taking drugs.
Okay.
Right? Now, let's make a conjugation because your sentence has no story. I try every day. I tried in the past. I will try in the future. I want to try. Give me context.
Mm, I I will try taking drugs
Perfect. That
next
sentence,
Saturday.
next Saturday. That sentence is giving me experimentation vibes.
Okay.
Because if you say, I try to take, you mean I am making an effort, an attempt. What's the meaning of attempt? I think this is B1. Does anybody understand?
Intento.
Aha, Oria. Very nice. Attempt is intento. B2. Oria. Very nice. So you see how different it is, Mao, to say I try to take versus I try taking?
Yes.
That's something I want everybody to understand. If you use the incorrect combination, you are giving the incorrect context. Your conversation is incorrect. Mao, copy this example in the chat. Meanwhile, let's go to Jessica's more. Give me something with try plus 2.
Y plus 2.
Yeah.
I try to.
Remember, you are talking about an attempt, an effort, not experimentation.
Okay, so that is I try to keep in.
I try to give in. Again, attention
To
here,
keep in.
A common mistake that I see, everybody is having this mistake. Never combine to and ing,
Okay. I try to keep.
Yeah.
I try to keep the the I try to keep the house cleaner or clean.
I try to keep the house. Transform clean into an adjective.
Cleaner?
Cleaner?
No, I don't know.
But cleaner, yes, you know. In previous classes we saw it.
Clean?
Clean is every day. And how do you transform a verb into an adjective? We saw it in passive voice.
With
We go from
ed?
again?
With ed?
Yeah. Transition.
Mhm. Eh, so I try to keep the house cleaned,
Transition, cleaning past.
clean, clean it.
Exactly.
I try
Cleaned.
to keep the house cleaned,
Nah,
clean,
no, no, cleaned no. Cleaned. Because the
cleaned.
extra syllable is with verbs that end in T. In T or D.
Mhm. I try to keep the house clean,
Cleaned. And that is
cleaned.
correct. You try to keep the house clean. And in this case, this is an attempt,
And then,
right? Not as an experimentation. And we can use the same verbs. Imagine if I tell you, yes, copy this example in the chat, and we will give you
mhm.
another example. I tried keeping I tried keeping my cell phone away from my bed. No, I tried keeping my alarm clock away from my bed. Do you understand this?
Olvidé en Spanish.
Uh,
Olvidé dejar mi alarma lejos de mi cama.
no, because I never said forgot.
Intenté.
Ajá. Intenté
Intenté
what?
dejar la alarma
Intenté
lejos.
dejar mi alarma lejos de mi cama.
Mm,
Is this experiment or attempt?
Attempt.
Incorrect. Because I said having or taking, putting. I forgot.
Taking.
Taking?
Mhm. Yeah.
Keeping.
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 Thank you. Keeping. Yes. I tried keeping my alarm away from my bed.
Mhm. Okay.
It was an experiment because I cannot wake up early. Makes sense? If I have my
Okay.
cell phone next to me, I only turn off and I continue.
It's my case.
That's your case. You can start putting ing your cell phone far.
Yes, teacher.
You see? ing.
Okay.
That's my point. My point is not correcting your wake up. My point is correcting your English. Get it? Oh yeah. Questions here. Difficult?
Sure. It's difficult.
It's
Kinda.
Because
kinda.
we need to memorize, right?
Exactly.
All this was.
But that's exactly my point yesterday. Memorization is a problem, but it's also good because you will have more vocabulary in your mind. So if you memorize one word with two applications, now you have two more words. So technically, in front of you, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't have 8 new words. you have 16.
Yes,
Be-
teacher.
because with the combination you double the the meanings,
Application.
the applications. So you have more vocabulary. Now, how do you remember this? The best way to remember this is watching these examples and finding, not watching, finding these examples in movies, in books, in music, in many other things which
Yes.
and what?
Podcast, teacher.
Podcast, etc. But I think the easiest way, the easiest, most accessible way are songs. Here we go. Let me find a song with these words in the lyrics. Okay, I'm checking songs. Meanwhile, let's go with regret. New vocabulary, everybody. Open glossary. Regret means arrepentirse. If you put regret with a gerund, you are going to get a sensation of being sorry about the past. Sorry about the past, which means an action that you didn't like. But if you make regret plus the connector to, it means that you said something. And this is considered formal. For example, regret, sorry about the past. I regret calling her drunk. Do you understand?
I regret what, sorry?
I regret calling her drunk.
Okay. Yes, I got it.
You got it.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say, I remember.
No.
Oh, good job. Very good. Don't do that, okay? Don't be like me.
And what about you, teacher?
No, it's an example. It's an example.
Okay.
No. Ay, cancel the memories. On the other hand, regret to say hello in the morning. I thank you for picking up my call. Please forget everything I said last night. I regret to say what I said last night. You know? But this is after, and this is a conversation in this moment, so very formal, very structured. Is a different concept than regret saying, regret doing, regret calling, regret whatever. Did you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Who
Mm.
feels similar to me? Give me an example.
Me, teacher.
Action.
I regret saying bad words to my sister.
I regret saying bad words to my sister. Very good. Yes. Good job.
And the second, it's like bad news, for example.
Oh, fantastic. Try to tell me that. Yeah.
I regret to say that it will be raining all the weekend.
Karen, fantastic. Yes. I regret to say that it will be raining all week. Please, can you bring me that to the chat so everybody can
Yes,
give us an example? Can read the
yes, teacher.
examples. Good job. Good job. I regret saying bad words to my sister. That's regret plus ing. Mm-hmm. One more. Who has another one? Tell me your regrets. I want to know what's in your mind.
Me, teacher.
Action. Oria.
I regret learning English in the past
Why?
because in the past I had an offer to work.
Oh, so you need a negative.
Sorry?
You need a negative. Because you said you regret learning. Regret learning is positive. You are
Yes,
saying,
that.
oh, I hate English. You know?
No, no, no. No, no,
Because
no.
you're speaking positive.
No, no, no.
If in Spanish is, I regret, no, in Spanish is, no, me arrepiento de no haber.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
How do
See,
you say that in English?
I regret don't learning.
Watch out. Here we go. A negative gerund and a negative to are different in English. Check this out. A negative gerund looks like this. Not ing. That's for the gerund. And the other one is not to. Eliminate eliminate don't, because don't is a verb in present. That's like every day. I don't uh, I don't go to the cinema on weekdays. That's a routine. I don't eat meat. I'm vegetarian. So in these cases, gerunds and infinitives are secondary verbs. Secondary verbs never carry the auxiliary.
Okay.
You know?
So I regret not learning English in the past.
Tada.
Okay.
Put that in the chat. Let's go. Perfect. And the last one, mean. What's the meaning of mean? Do you know?
Different to meaning? Yes.
You must know because I think it is in your glossary.
Um,
So meaning, what's the meaning of meaning in Spanish?
significar.
Significar. Then mean is kind of significar as intención. O sea, eso no, cuando dices esto
What it,
significa mucho para mí. This
um,
means a lot to me.
okay.
Okay. But also, it's about purpose. What's the meaning of purpose?
Proponer.
Incorrect. Purpose. Propósito.
Propósito.
Yes.
Okay.
Propósito.
Uh,
So if you do something on purpose, you say, oh, I'm present mean, past meant. I meant to tell you that you I meant to tell you that you have very good talents, for example. My intention was to tell you that you have very good talents. I had this intention, and this is definition with infinitive. Intend. Try. I try to say. I mean to say. I try to do. I mean to do. In mean plus infinitive is for intention. On the other hand, mean plus gerund is for involving. Involving. Let's check this one out. This new order will mean working overtime. Esta nueva orden significará más trabajo. Involving tiene que ver con involve Vamos a ver cómo lo traduce. Involucrara, implicara. Implica. Me gusta implica. Ajá. Esta nueva orden implica trabajar más tiempo. Mean. Try to find examples with mean. Try to find examples with implicar. ¿No?
Example, this new job means, but it's maybe the same. This new job means working all night.
This new job will mean working all night.
No,
But it's the same.
yes.
It's the same meaning.
Yes,
Nah.
this new law
This new law.
me-
Okay.
means I don't know. Means
Means you can.
ordering
Ordering.
more. I don't know how do you say impuestos. I don't
Taxes.
remember taxes. This
Ah.
law means I forget it.
Forget present past. Forgot.
Forgot.
Yes.
This
Try.
new job means paying more money
This new law means paying more money. Oof.
or more taxes.
Or more taxes. Yes. Good job. Copy this example. That was a very, very premium example. Good job. This new law will mean paying new taxes. I'm gonna give you another one. I'm gonna give you another one in the chat. I remember one day, I want to tell you a story. I hate that story. My birthday is on October 22nd. Okay? October 22nd. Right? The ONU Day is on October 21st, I think. ONU Day. Or 23rd. And the day of 24th. Haha. And in English is UN Day. 24th. So here is my trauma with the UN. If we don't hate the UN enough, I'm going to give you another reason to hate the UN. So I was in high school, and my high school had this event called the UN Day. So the United Nations celebration, and it was high school and middle school. Okay, do you understand what's high school and middle school?
Yes.
Yes.
What's high school and middle school?
High school
Secundaria
is
preparatoria.
prepa.
Yeah, correct. Prepa is high school and middle school is secundaria. So, high school and middle school, all the groups of all high school and all middle school would deliver presentations on different members of the UN. So, for example, in my classroom, we had Iraq, Kenya, four African countries. I remember I had I spoke about Iraq one day. I spoke about other two countries. I remember. And then every classroom had different groups, and every group had a presentation of the UN. So of course the presentation was on October 24th. On my birthday, everybody was stressed because it was 2 days away from the big presentation. So there was, for 6 years, I didn't celebrate my birthday because all the school was stressed. Do you understand my situation? My trauma? Or no?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
But
But
what
that's the example, no?
kind
Yes.
of school celebrate the ONU Day?
Brother, the worst. The worst. It was, I will never go back to that school in my life. Well, maybe because the other day one teacher told me, hey, do you want to come to give a presentation? And I was like, well, maybe. Nostalgic factor. The point is that for me, attention, here comes the example. For me, with all this context, my birthday meant having to go, having to work. My birthday during high school meant going for materials for the presentation, for the big presentation, and rehearsing a lot. For me, my birthday meant having to work. My birthday during high school meant going for materials for the big presentation and edit and rehearsing a lot. Do you know what's rehearsing?
Not.
No, teacher.
Ensayar. When it's for a presentation or for a concert. Look at the combination. Meant going. Implicaba ir por material y practicar un buen. I love the story. I hate the ONU, but I love that story. I hated the sensation too, but I love the story. Do you have it, guys?
More or less.
More or less? Homework. Homework. I will see you tomorrow and try to give me examples. Meanwhile, I'm going to give you a list of songs that will probably have these combinations. Look at your WhatsApp and you are going to have for homework, if any of these songs you have it in your playlist, pay attention to the lyrics, and for homework find an example. Agree?
Yes, teacher. I am agreeing.
Fantastic.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, I need to leave. Oh, it's already very late. So have a wonderful night and Merry Christmas.
You too. Have a good night.
Thank you,
Good night,
teacher.
my
Bye.
people. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
See you.
Examples tomorrow, eh? Don't forget.
Okay.
Cool.